Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been quite a day already. In fact, I think the day has only just begun, not only because it's only 12:30 here, but because there's plenty of price action to be had up and down. I think there's some big moves to be happening and we want to capitalise as much as possible. So get yourself over to BitYard, follow me as a copy trader, follow some of those other copy traders, get yourself a Bitsgap bot, or shall we just look at this manually, see if we can capitalise on this as best as we can. So, the price action with Bitcoin is reaching that area. Let's just move this over a little bit higher there. This area of significance, which is basically 17,307 or thereabouts, roughly thereabouts. Now this is back in the previous parabolic high, 2017 into 18, and we can see that these candles basically found rejections around these levels in this blue box territory that we're in as we speak. Now the top of that box area gets rejected at 17,300. You can see that these candles get rejected from here down to here. We'll give you a little brief measure move as to what these look like. So that one candle was a rejection on its own, 18%, followed through to the next day, 28, 29%. Now I'm not saying that these are the moves that are going to happen now. They're certainly not going to happen right now. What I'm saying is that this area here shows that when we get to this top area there is a strong chance of rejection. That one there was 36%. Again, I'm not saying that we're going to reach 30. We're going to reject by 36%. I'm just saying that this is an area of resistance, and it's been pretty nasty in the past. I'm not saying that that's going to happen now. I'm just saying if we're looking at supports and resistances, this is a resistance, and it's a relatively strong one. Beyond this area, $20,000. Not really too much of a problem thereafter, so we need to break this zone to get to that $20,000. That's the all-time high, and then if that gets surpassed, we're talking things like $24,000 and so on and so on and so on. These big numbers will be incrementally bigger financially, but with much smaller percents. I mean, from $20,000 to $24,000, it's not really that much of a big move, really, percentage-wise. If you're holding on to Bitcoin, though, it will feel like quite a sum. So, Bitcoin about to reach that zone where we could find ourselves rejection. Again, we're on track here for XRP, in the blue box zone, edging our way closer to the top of it. So exactly the same kind of movement and trajectory that Bitcoin's facing at the moment. The only difference is that with XRP, these other indicators that we use are all much more bullish than Bitcoin. So this has got much more room to move, much bigger room to move. So the RSI is really quite high at this point now, but it can definitely go higher. The MACD is very, very bullish and plenty of room to move. The money flow index is very bullish and plenty of room to move. At this point now, I don't really think that 31.5 cent is completely out of the realms of possibility. In fact, I think it's quite likely at this point that we might even see that move today. I know that sounds crazy for the people who don't like XRP. Just be impartial to it. A chart is a chart, and it's there to be read, and this is what it says. Alright, so whether you love it or you hate it, this is what the chart suggests. We're above the Ichimoku cloud quite prominently now and into the blue box. We have a conversion baseline cross from this zone here, which is basically bullish. This means that the chances are that we will continue a move until further notice. The notice being when we get the opposite cross. That's a lagging indicator. So this here says that we should have continuation from now on, and then if we get the inverse cross, the price will have started to come down, but that at that point would have suggested that yes, it's going to continue to go down. For the moment, we've got a fresh cross, and this should play out now for a little while, even if we were to come down in price for a little bit. Anyway, all I'm saying is that the XRP price is looking very nice, and we should reach this blue box top here. If we surpass that area, it will be all the way up to around 34 cents, and where I'd see a rejection, because that corresponds to the 34 cent excuse me, the 34 cent area over there. 34 cent made me sneeze. Alright, so we're looking bullish on both of these for at least the rest of the day. Are we going to start trading this? Are we going to go long, or are we going to enter into a possible short, especially with Bitcoin when we get to that level? Well, what I would say is it's definitely not worth shorting into any form of strength, which is certainly what we've got here. We've got strength. We've got strength across the board. We're riding up on this on Bitcoin with basically touching the 10 exponential, sometimes even the 7 simple. Extremely bullish all the way to the top. You could try and short that top if you want. That's your deal. That's not mine. Personally, I think I'll only want to short into weakness. I don't think I'm going to try and guess the top on this one, because even though that there is a very strong chance that that 17,300 area will be the top, and I would probably say that the odds are greatly in the favour of that being the top, I'm still not willing to place a short on that one. But You know, some people are a little more reckless than myself. I'm certainly not reckless, and might want to try and short that, but I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If this were to be rejected from this level, I think the buying pressure so far is so high and so immense that it's not going to be an enormous downfall from that level. The best you could hope for would be to short this all the way back down to maybe the 10 exponential, which would give you a 7.4% move. But personally, you know, trying to short the top of something this bullish is a very brave and maybe even unwise decision to make. However, it could be ultimately the top for the year. So, in that respect, you know, there is obviously a lot of money to be made if people decided to go into that move. Anyway, I made a video earlier on today about 3 other ways that you can make money out of cryptocurrency without having to trade, because I appreciate trading's not for everybody. If you're one of those people that likes to hodl, there are other options available to you other than just sitting around and hodling. You can actually put that money to work. You might know a bit about it anyway, so that you know, there's a very short video, so I'll leave a link above my head. Have a little watch of that video, see if any of those other methods of making money out of crypto without trading appeals to you. But other than that, I hope you have a nice day. Good luck for the XRP journey, because we are looking quite bullish on this for the moment, and good luck with all of the other journeys for all the other cryptos that you like to follow. And it looks as though the bull market is way on track, and so long as we stay above this trend line here, we will continue to keep going up all the time until around the end of the Bitcoin cycle, which corresponds to the XRP cycle, which is basically December 2021. So everything is good, everything's on track, everything's looking very bullish. We might find a pullback, but we're still extremely bullish. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.